Hello and welcome to the Camp Nou Chronicles. What a game we had just witnessed. This was pure chaos, pure drama, and pure Barca magic in the final minutes. Barcelona pulled off one of the wildest comebacks of the season with a breathtaking 4-3 win over Celta Vigo at the Montjuic. And if you're a culé, your heart probably still hasn't settled. It all started with Ferran Torres finding the net early, setting the tone, but just when we thought this would be routine, Celta hit back. Not once, not twice, but three times. Borja Iglesias had the game of his life, slashing through our defense like a hot knife through butter. And let's be honest, we were rattled. The backline looked nervous, the midfield was slow to react, and for long stretches, Barca was struggling to find rhythm. It felt like another frustrating night was on the cards, but then came the turning point. The substitutions. Flick brought on Dani Olmo and Lamine Yamal, and boom, instant impact. The tempo changed, the intensity picked up, and suddenly Barca were electric. Olmo's goal gave us hope. Yamal's footwork on the right was straight up sorcery, and Raphinha, my word, that header for the equalizer, and then the ice cold penalty in the stoppage time. He absolutely delivered where it mattered the most. Coming on to the lineup that Flick used for this game, there was only one surprising inclusion, that was of Ferran Torres. Although it was a much deserved rest for Lamine Yamal, who eventually had to come on in the second half and produced a magical assist for the third goal. Lewandowski was up top. In behind him was Fermin. On the left flank, Ferran started the game, and on the right, it was Raphinha. Oh, you have to say, chemistry between Koundé and Raphinha didn't really work out. Chemistry between Lamine and Koundé is on a different level. Raphinha and Koundé were struggling a little bit in the first half to create some danger. On the left flank, it was Ferran Torres, and the midfield duo of Pedri and Frankie started. The defense was very predictable with Inigo Martinez, Kovacic as centre backs, and Gerard Martin at left back, and Koundé at the right, Chesney in goal. Now, in this game, we could see some of the defensive flaws that Gerard Martin has. There were some instances where he made some poor decisions and he was not able to track back also. And his link-up play with the forward line is also not at the level of Balde, who can carry a flank on his own. Looking at the stats, both teams had a lot of chances. Of course, Barcelona had the better expected goals. On the other hand, Celta had more shots on target. But this game was very close. It could have gone either way. Coming on to some big news from the game, Robert Lewandowski is injured. Lewandowski went down clutching his hamstring in the second half, and early signs says that he could be out for at least 3 weeks. Now that's a big blow, especially with Copa del Rey final and Champions League semis right around the corner. Losing a main striker is never easy, but tonight showed that this team has options. Ferran and even Pau Victor can step up. It's not ideal, but if the team can pull off a comeback like that, you better believe they'll find a way. This comeback was special, not just because of the goals, but because of the fight. This team refused to give up. Down 3-1 and looking shaky, they turned it around with sheer belief and some serious individual brilliance. The crowd was buzzing. Flick was pumped and the bench was roaring. It felt like classic Barca drama and we loved every second of it. And with this win, Barca moved 7 points there at the top, with Real Madrid having a difficult game against Athletic up next. This could be a huge step towards the La Liga title for the Blaugranas. So yes, defensively we were far from perfect. The press needs tightening and transitions still hurt us. But sometimes in football, it's all about heart, but moments. And tonight, Barcelona gave us one to remember. This was more than 3 points. This was a statement. A never say die performance that could spark something special in the weeks to come. So that's all for today, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Camp Nou Chronicles and share your thoughts in the comments. Who was your man of the match? And as always, Visca Barca.